Hey, welcome back to Girls Can Code. Today I'll be teaching you how to best set up your space for programming, and I'll also be introducing you to the IDE I'll be using to teach you some Python basics. An IDE is an integrated development environment, and we'll be talking about that later. So let's get on to it. Okay, so here's my desk right now. It is quite cluttered, and there are lots of things around that aren't related to the programming that I'm doing now, so they could be quite distracting. It's good that I'm working at a desk and not a couch. It's good to be at an upright surface with a chair, but other than that, it needs to be cleaned up a little bit, so I'll be back. I'm back after cleaning up my desk, so I'll take you through it here. Here I have my calculator and pencil cases with extra pencils, pens, and highlighters. These go with the paper and notepad that I have here, just in case I want to work through something on paper. If it's a particularly difficult question or programming dilemma that I'm trying to work through, I like to use graph paper for some problems, so it's right here. And I also have some lined paper here, as well as a ruler, which can be helpful if you're drawing something out. Here's my USB, which has all of my files and stuff on it. And of course the computer, that's important. And over here I have a healthy snack and a water bottle, which will help keep my brain fueled and ready for some programming problems. So there's a good example of an effective study or space for learning how to program.
Hi, welcome back. So now we'll be talking a little bit about IDEs. An IDE is an integrated development environment. It's a software that allows you to test, run, and edit your code. Some of them also act as debuggers as well. It's sort of like a program like Photoshop helps you to edit your photos, or a program like Photo Editor would help you to edit your videos, but an IDE helps you to run your code. An IDE acts as a text editor, a debugger, and a compiler. It makes writing code easier, or a text editor makes writing easier. So for example, a text editor, if we go into here, a notepad. So this is just the notepad or text editor. There should be one on your computer. You can just write anything in here, but it won't compile your code or run it. So you might be asking, what is compiling my code? So what a compiler does, or what your IDE does in order to run it, is when it compiles your code, it translates your code from English or your programming language into a language that the computer can understand, and so the computer can then run your code. And then as well as a debugger, so if you make a mistake or some of the syntax is wrong in an IDE, then it will show you an error message, and that can help you figure out where you went wrong as well. So the IDEs can be for specific or multiple programming languages. The one we're going to be using today is for Python, and it's called Jupyter Notebook. We will be using the online version, so if you're programming from a tablet or a Chromebook, you will be able to use this as well. So let's go into the search bar and search up Jupyter with a Y Notebook Online. So you want to go to the first link that says Project Jupyter, try Jupyter. Then you'll come up to this page, and there'll be this square right here that says Try Classic Notebook, and it has the Python symbol here with the blue snake and the yellow snake. You're going to click right on there. and it might take a while to load. That's okay. My internet's a little bit slow. And here we go. So this is the home page that you'll come up to. It has a little bit of information here, and then if you want to start coding, you click on File, New Notebook, and then you want to click on Python 3. So it'll open up a new tab, and this is your new notebook. So here is the cell where you will type your code. So this is line 1. So I'll give you an example here. We'll go more into depth into this later. So I could say print hello. And then if I want it to run, I go up here to this button that says run, click it, and then it will print hello. So there's much more complex things that you can do in Python, but we'll be starting with the basics and trying to understand them with a good depth. So you're welcome to play around with this Jupyter notebook and try to get comfortable with it before we get into some learning. If you want further help, you can click on help, and there will be a user interface tour, which is very helpful as well. Thank you for listening in, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.